Okay, good morning, everybody. Super excited for this. Well, first of all, again, for those of you that have a great, we're not in the Column Wednesday. Well, happy Thanksgiving, and of course, behind time, and happy Black Friday. Black Friday all the way through Cyber Monday. As you know, we have the great promotion. But before we started, anybody has any comments anything that want to share? The floor is yours. Anything, any excitement that you are, and then, of course, anything that you are thankful for. We are just in I would say that every day is a day that we have to be thank you for something. But of course, we are in the Thanksgiving week. Anybody wants to say anything that they are thankful for, anything that they,
Hey,
uh,
George. Good morning.
yeah,
It's Jessica. Doing good. How about you?
amazing.
Well, I'm thankful for family and friends and three and you and Adrian. I'm definitely very thankful too for our new app. I used it already with someone who's already a, already a customer, brand ambassador, but they haven't tried the new Visage. So I sent over the Visage videos and information, and they ordered it yesterday. So I think just, it's doing, and it's nice because you can change people over to hot and cold leads
Yes.
for follow up. And that really does help me kind of focus on who I need to follow up with and everything. So that was great.
Perfect. What do you like the most about because I know for those of you that don't know Jessica, I know many of you know, she is really good on the internet and she has a really good organized mind. And what do you like about the app? Because I know you have seen many other different systems. What is what you like about it?
Honestly, I like that you can switch people over from hot to cold. I really do like that part because in my mind, like sometimes just remembering who I need to follow up with because I'll reach out to multiple people and it's, sometimes just hard to remember who I need to follow up with. And so it's a real easy, you can go back to the app and look and see who you marked as hot and follow up with those people.
Yes. And the cool thing that you had like I forgot the name right now because I don't have my phone on hand, but a part where you check all the activity that you have and what the people are doing, and I love that. And congratulations to signing up that person. We in the future, because we are going to be able to track it. We are thinking in doing some kind of contest that's going to be based on how many people you are actually in sending the app, the contacts that you're going to be daily. It's a great tool for you as a person, for you to have accountability to yourself. You're going to see what kind of activity you are actually doing. And that's one of the amazing things about the app. Because if your app appear that you don't have you have not sent any links of anything, that is a good sign that we have to speed it up. And also tell you exactly where you can improve. And also, like you said, that part of converting how to call or call to hot is very important because it tell you what are the people that you're going to be following up with. And by the way, they are going to be adding all the cool things to the app, hopefully in the next 2 weeks that they didn't even talk about yet. That where you can do a lot more things, but it's powerful. It's powerful. And thank you for what you said. Anybody else want to say add something, or you want to share anything, or what you are thankful for? We are still in a Thanksgiving week.
I'll say something about the app because I have
Hi
been
there.
using it. Hi, good morning, everybody. I love it because before you guys know, I use a lot of TikTok. I get a lot of people on TikTok. So I didn't get their phone numbers. I didn't have ways. I have a lot of click and buy. So now I'm going to the app. If you guys look in the Pulse part of the app, that's the part's my favorite. You can
Yes.
go in and you can communicate. They have text scripts for you, and I'm able to text those people now. I was able to send a bunch of texts out. When you click on it, you'll see the word you're like trying to change what they're saying. Just click on it, it will take you to your phone where you're texting them. Then you can change it in the body of your text as you're texting. So I don't know if people knew that, but that's the feature. That's how it works. So I'm able to, hey, happy Thanksgiving. We have Black Friday. How's everything going? I haven't talked to you because it tells you when they ordered last, what they ordered. Send them an, hey, would you like some more? Like Jessica did, send them a Visage video, or because Visage is new since they've ordered from me. And I couldn't communicate with them before. I had to have their name written down somewhere else. I had it, and now it's all right here in the app. And I tell you what, this app is better than sliced bread. You guys, the last platform I was with, we had a similar app, but didn't have a lot of the things that we have on this one, and it cost twice as much. It was $26 a month. And you guys, Daniel it is like such a gift to us that they're really absorbing. I'm assuming the Pulse part is what's $9.99, because the rest of it, Daniel's giving it to us. And the Pulse part is key. If you guys have never used Pulse, you'll love it. It really, like Jessica says, really does help with your keeping track of who you're communicating with. Anyway, that's my plug. I just had to say that.
Thank you very much. And for those of you, by the way, there are two parts to the app. There's a part that's a paid part that has the Pulse and has the AI and a couple of other things. But right now, everybody for 30 days can test the whole thing. Now, $9.95 or $9.99, so $9.95, I think, per month is really low, because in the platform that I was with for 15 years, we were paying, I think it was $26 a month, $29.95 or something like that. And this app is, of course, much more updated, much more friendlier, much more with the times. And I know some of you are thinking, I don't like technology. I tell you, as soon as you get into it and you start learning the basics, you say, well, actually, this is not hard. It's just different. It's like learning anything new at first seems hard. I remember when I used to do martial arts, the first time that I went to one of the first training or the first class, I was looking these guys jumping up and down, flexible, etc. And I was sitting there with a friend of mine that we started together. We're saying, holy cow, I don't know we can do this. And then after the first class, we barely could move the day after because every joint was hurting, every part. And I remember my friend calling me and said, George, I think I'm gonna quit. No, we've had a contract for a year, because that was a gym contract for a year, but in martial arts, and one of the top martial arts at the time in the town where we were. As a matter of fact, one of our trainers was world champion in his category. And I said, no, we had to stick with it. But at first, we really never thought. Interesting, because in only 90 days, I was in my first competition, competing in a higher rank than the one that I was training for. And the reason, because I love it. I love it. But at first, we couldn't even move. It's why if you feel at first it's overwhelmed, actually it's simple. It's based in very simple principle. And going back to the martial art example, and I probably mentioned this before, our sensei, our trainer, he used to tell us a story about a guy that came to a master, a very famous master in Okinawa. And he said something like, I want to be a master like you. And the guy said, okay, let me show you the 4 basic movements. Keep doing all of over and over and over again for the next year. And we are going to talk again. At the end of the year, the student comes and say, okay, I already did it for a year. What do I do now? Do it again. By the 3rd year, the student said, you've been telling me the same. And he said something very important that applied to the business and to anything. He said, when you master the basics, you are already the master. This is something very, very powerful to think about. And that applied to the business, applied to the app, everything that's new. It could be scary at first, but when we keep doing the basics, and the basics are very few, when we are connecting, we are making our list always, we are connecting with people, we are presenting, we are follow-up. When we are doing consistent that, eventually we are going to become a master. And we don't become a master by just reading it or watching the different trainings. It's by actually doing it. It's one of the reasons I like the app. The app actually keep track of what you are doing, and you realize, okay, now I know why I'm not a master yet. I didn't connect with enough people. And by the way, obviously doing the presentation with your app line, etc., it's an amazing tool, and you're going to discover more and more tools. JJ did a great job. I know him for years. I think I met him in the 94 or 95, the guy that's in charge of the app. I didn't know he was behind the app until the group that we were testing, or we call it, it's a brainstorming group that we have with 3. And when they introduced us to him a while ago, about a month ago, then they said, yeah. But anyway, a great guy and great tool. Anybody else want to say something before we go into? Okay. All right. As you know, today is Black Friday. Now, In the old times, how many of you were waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to be online on the line in Walmart and Kmart? I don't know where Kmart is right now, and JC Penney's or in the different stores and Best Buy, etc., to be online to get that DVD player or that VCR early in the morning because you could get a great price, yeah, great prices, etc. How many of you were doing that? Look how it has changed. And before it was just Friday. Now Black Friday seems to started for some companies 2 weeks ago or longer. It's interesting. And now you do everything online. You don't have to be fighting the lines. By the way, there are some people that actually miss that. And maybe some of you are. They say, I miss the time when I used to get up at 4 o'clock, spend the night. And then Walmart was opening at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. People were pushing each other aside looking for that TV or that VCR or that whatever. And it didn't matter who they push. And you probably have seen the videos of the old times. Now, today, when you go to the store, you go because most people are online. Of course, still they have a lot of people, but it's not the same that before. Well, right now we have Black Friday with obviously our business. We have to make sure that we are sharing what we have. We have $1 for people that sign up. And that's a great tool. Make sure you are doing follow-up. I know some of you are saying, yeah, but most of the people are right now are the weekends with their family, like we are, etc. We have our daughters from college, but still we are connecting with people. That's why we have the call today. Make sure you are connecting with them. Tell them, I have a promotion in my business. Take a look about the products that I have. And just send the app and say, oh, by the way, you'd say that I'm testing a cool app. Let me send you a link. And you are you use the basic of the app. The basic of the app, by the way, are very similar to the old app. You don't have really to go to a tremendous learning curve. You just go inside, share a link, send it to the person. And then you're going to find out when the person opened the link. That's the only thing that you have to do. Say, I'm testing this app. Tell me how it works. Did you watch the video? Great. Yeah, I could see how much of the video you could watch. Say something like that. And it's because it's a cool app. And most people say, really? You can check when people are watching? Wow. And the person in the head that are saying, I better watch that video. I cannot lie. Or that PDF file or whatever you are sending. But make sure you're connecting with people. And really quick, for those of you that were in the training last Saturday, people were, actually Antonietta was talking about a video that we played by a guy called Mark Yarnell. And for those of you that were in Saturday, he's talking about the big picture, how you can connect with 30 people every day. Of course, he said this is not for everybody. But he was talking 30 people, 20 people, or 10 people. There he was talking 3 categories. But he said, it's not for everybody, but for 30 days, for a whole year, you're connecting with 30 people every day. There's no way that you cannot be a 7-figure income earner, he was saying, by the following year when you are 30 people. But he said, many people say, Jarnell, I don't have the time. And he said, I only use 2 hours a day. Why? Because he was connecting with people using, the idea was just to connect with and invite them to a tool. And as a matter of fact, that's what the video said. The only purpose of your call is not to chit chat and things like that. It's to send people to the information. And that's what you are going to be doing now and forever. No, it's not only because Black Friday, because in that way you can connect with a lot of people. I'm not saying that you're going to connect with 30 a day. He just was talking about the extreme when he got into his business. He was going bankrupt. He couldn't pay an attorney because he didn't have the money to pay for a bankruptcy. And also, he was losing his house. He had 3 notices of default. He was losing his car. He was trying to sell one of his cars, going to every car lot, but everybody was giving less money than what he owned into the car. And how many of you have been in that position? I was in a so bad shape trying to sell my car, and I realized that the value of my car was below what the loan was. That was years ago. And that's where the position that he was. And he had to go into massive action. Now, he didn't have all the time on his work because he has other things to do in his personal life. But one day he said he learned 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. He was not spending 7 days a week because he said, I had 2 days always for my family and myself. It's 5 days a week. And he learned how to make sure that, learned that if he's talking to a person 2 minutes, he was going too long. Because the idea is to invite people. And that's the purpose of learning your story in a very short time. And I'm going to refresh today something that we talked a few weeks ago about your story. And this is a very short presentation, but tell you exactly how you prepare the story. First of all, has to be short. Remember, you have less than 2 minutes to connect with people. You create curiosity. You have a call to action and must be adaptable. In other words, adapted to the circumstances. And it's divided in four: past, present, future, and then why you are sharing. Past, present, future, and where you are sharing. It's like the Christmas story. The ghost of the past, the ghost of the present, the ghost of the future, and why you are sharing. Four things. Very simple. Now, example, the before three. Before three, I felt unhealthy, with no energy, or I had lost hope of ever having more money and more time with my family, etc. You see, very simple. Before, how long that took you? Did take you? Did take you? How long? Just a few seconds to say, oh, before, I didn't have energy, I was unhealthy, I don't feeling happy about myself. And then the next one is the present. But now I feel more energy, I feel younger or look younger, or I stand to be paid part-time for sharing three. And if you don't have an amazing story, you're sharing somebody's story. I met this person, has an incredible, the person was basically having a hard time in his life or her life, didn't have energy, couldn't barely walk, and started using this product, and the incredible results that's having so far is still less than a minute. The future.
New Jersey.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me make sure everybody, make sure you mute yourself. Okay. Myself. Okay. All right. All right. And going back. Yeah, I mute myself too. Okay. Then the future. What's the future? Where are you going? I feel so good today. I can see myself doing more activities, hiking the mountains, whatever you want to say. Or I expect to be earning X amount of money by whatever date, and I will quit my job. I can work from anywhere. I can work from my computer or my phone, whatever there's wireless. And the reason I'm sharing with you, that's what sharing, is because I know this can benefit you. I know that you and I together can do this. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. That's it. And for the product, here's an example. Before three, I feel unhealthy with lack of energy, etc. Now I feel more energy than ever. I feel younger. I feel so good today that I can see myself doing more activity, hiking, etc. And I'm sharing this with you because I know how this can benefit you. Hold on a second. Can benefit you, and let's do this together. Let's do this together. And let me send you a link. And please watch this link. Don't say no. I don't want you to miss out. This is the call to action. I don't want you to miss out. I don't want you to miss out. And send me a link. And by the way, I'm using a cool tool. When you watch that video, tell me when are you going to watch it, because I'm going to know when you open the video and you watch it. I'm so excited about this. That's it. Simple as that. I bet it took less than a minute. And the business. I had lost hope of ever having more money and more time. I'm starting to be part-time just for sharing this, or I'm getting paid for sharing this. Use whatever you want to do. And I expect to be earning X amount of money. I will quit my job. By the way, you use your own words and make sure you keep it short. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because I know you and you can benefit from this, and I don't want you to miss out. Let's do this together. Let's do this together. And let me send you a link. Okay, I have to go because I'm in a hurry. I had to talk to other people, other my friends. You are one of the first ones that I'm calling. Tick. That's it. It works. You can share it in person, by phone, messaging on social media. But the best way is when you are sharing with your voice. They have to hear you. And now you can start minimum, share twice a day or more, 5 days a week. But remember, if you want to go fast, the more times you share, the more, because twice a day, that means only like 2 minutes or less than a minute. You can use this template to also when you are sharing videos on Shorts and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. It doesn't matter where. Because the same thing you can say, you can say, hey guys, I started, and don't say the name of the product when you're doing a video. You don't have to. You can if you're doing TikTok because you are sharing the links. But when I say I started using this product, I feel so better. You know that in the past I was feeling lack of energy. Now I feel much better. I have more energy, and I feel that now I'm going to be going hiking more and doing more activities with my family. And the reason I'm sharing these videos right now is because I know some of you know people that are in the same problem. If that's the case, make sure you send me a link, send me a message, a private message, or here's a link. That video took less than a minute too. You see, this is so darn cool. 4 steps, just 4 steps. Let me go back. Where you were in the past, where you are now, where you are going, and why you are sharing. The why you are sharing is so darn important because people have to know why you are sharing this. Why no? Because if you don't do it, it's gonna, first of all, the person is thinking, what is in it for me? And you want to show the sharing in a way that they know this, the two of you are not just selling, you are doing it because you care about them, and the two of you doing this together, you're gonna be better. Doesn't matter if it's health, doesn't matter if it's the wealth or etc. Somebody's asking, what kind of video we send? Depends what you are talking about. Now, if it's a business, I send a video with a video business. Now, right now, in the training Monday, we are going to talk about that. When you use our code, you can join our, I would say our team, yeah, on the app. And anything that we publish, you can use. And one of the things that we're going to have, we're going to upgrade. We're going to have videos that you can share with people on the opportunity, for example. And then you can share the video opportunity, Zooms. We are going to make sure that we have short Zooms. But we can share anything that's going on Sparks on Monday night on the company call or anything that we upgrade there. And if you have our number that you're going to have it on Monday, then you can share anything that we bring up, because it's not only the tools that the company is providing. This is one of the cool things about the new app. We are going to create our own tools, and we can use the videos, personal, for example, again, the videos that we have, the different opportunity videos. And when you send it to somebody, you know if the person opened that opportunity video, opportunity Zoom. It's so cool. But anyway, you can, depend on what you're talking. For example, Diana was talking about Visage. She's sending the link to Visage. It's so simple. So simple. Whatever you are talking to the person, if you're talking about health, you can send any of the videos of the Dr. Dan that have he goes through the 7 products. It's very simple, but remember the story, because if you jump, oh, I'm excited about this, this is amazing, and you talk too much, first of all, you don't have a template. You can talk for too long. You remember, the purpose of the first call is to send the person the information. And when you are doing this in social media, it's cool because you are using the same concept, and then you are sharing a link, or you are asking people to send you a private message where you're going to talk to them. Very powerful, very simple. I learned this technique years ago when I was in the first company that we actually created a lot of success. We have like 8,000. But the first 6 months in that company, I was not doing anything. I was in another company before that shut down. But then in this one, in the first 6 months, I didn't do anything. But then when I learned little different things like this concept, this template, my business exploded. In the next 12 months, we have over 8,000 people. And we were using simple questions. And when I learned that, I was teaching that like crazy. And all my leaders, that simple story. We are using other things to explain the pay plan. And when you see our presentations and my trainings, basically, you see what I did and what I still do. But the story is the most important part, because you are connecting with people. You are connecting with people. Very simple. Just 4 steps. And start practicing those 4 steps. And like Abraham Lincoln, he didn't, when he was not a good speaker, he said, but he was practicing. He was going to the barn and basically talking to their cows and the chickens and etc., doing presentations. And he became a great speaker after that. You don't have, if you don't have cows and chickens, doesn't matter. Just practice. And the best way also is to be on calls with somebody else too. But anyway, anybody else has a comment before we go? I want to make sure that okay, I'm looking at here.
Hey, George, I have a quick question.
Hi, Patty. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, thank you, and I really appreciate the refresh on this training because I'm about to head out. Big day. But I have a question on the app because when I click on things like the Pulse, the first thing that comes up is that to go ahead and purchase the premium. It doesn't give me any other options. So is that the best thing to do, just to go ahead and get the premium so we can use all of it? Because on the other things, when I click on them, the screen freezes.
Oh, that's make sure you send. I don't know. It could freeze for another reason. It has not freeze with me. Now, the part of if you want to have the pulse side or not, it depends on if you have a team or you are prospecting a lot, it's worthwhile to have it.
Right. I'm going to get it. I just didn't know if we should just go ahead and try to use what we can these first 30 days or just go ahead and get the premium and be done with
Yeah,
it.
although maybe I understood wrong that for the first 30 days, actually, you don't get charged. You can
Right.
even
Okay.
filter, but you don't get charged. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that in the training video and everything that, to go ahead and hit that upgrade, even though it wouldn't be charged for that first 30 days.
Okay, I missed that. That's what I'll do then, because I'm not getting the use of any of those others. I can send videos and stuff, but I couldn't do the others. So that's what I needed to know. Okay. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
they may be some little bugs here and there, but by this weekend, most of them are going to be corrected. And Monday, I'm going to training, and Tuesday,
Right.
actually, on using the app, because the app is an amazing tool. I have a friend that he's in another company. He's an attorney, and he's been using his company app that is not even close to ours for years. I think he started that company like 6 years ago, and it's not like ours. Ours are more. You can do more things. His is very basic. But he said he doesn't have time for much because he's an attorney. He's a family attorney and very busy, very successful, and he just wants to create another income. And his goal every day is to send 20 messages. 20 people every day. And this is the guy that he say, I have weeks that I have days that I work in 14 hours a day. But the reason is because he said, I want to connect with a lot of people. And this guy, triathlon, he's a 6-figure per month income earner as an attorney. And of course, he wants to replace that income. He makes over $1 million a year. He lives in a $2.5 million home, etc. But he's tired because he says very stressed out, his business, because family attorneys deal with everything, divorce, adoption, etc. And he says it's going to kill me young. He's in the late 40s, early 50s. And is why he got into network marketing in this other company like 5 years ago. And his income is already like $30,000 a month. And he say, I'm doing only 1 or 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
And because the app. And he said, if it was not for the app, I will never be able to do it.
That makes sense.
And that's one of the reasons I'm so excited about this app, because not only it does everything that his app does, but ours is even much nicer, most updated. His is 5 years old because everything technology 2 years later is totally updated. But it's still using it.
Yeah.
And if it's not because he's happy with what he's doing, he would be here. I'm going to say if I meet with him sometimes because I want to show this app because I know way better. Because it's funny. He's in that company mostly because of the app.
Mostly because of the app.
Yeah.
But it should be easy for him to switch over.
Pardon me?
I said that it should be easy for him to switch over because ours is better. I'm real excited about this app.
Yes.
So I appreciate the clarification.
Oh, you're welcome. No, and thank you, Tony, for what you said.
Absolutely, Tony. Thank you.
Yeah, it's so, another thing that I want to add, this is a development app. There is another part to the app that's coming too, that they didn't even mention in the training. That is so darn cool. That is part of the app, but it goes to other things. And the utility is going to be incredible because, again, it makes things more simpler. More faster to share and to do things and to personalize stuff because you can do a video yourself. And for example, we are talking about Black Friday right now, and you can send a video to a person in a link. You can create your video. There's a part where they say, I think it's my tools. You click there, you create a video, and he say, "Hey, Jessica, this is George. I'm so excited. I'm sending you this video. Before I didn't have any energy. Now I have so much energy, as you can see, and I can see myself climbing mountains in Colorado and Utah, etc." And the reason I'm sharing with you is because you were telling me that you didn't have enough energy, you were tired, etc. And I send you a link. Make sure you click on the link. You should, in the picture, you can create a link on the video. Click on the link and check the product. And there's another link, you want to read it, click there, and you can print out a PDF file. Okay, I see you later. Bye.
That is so cool.
Or do something
Thank you.
else. Hey, remember, I'm so excited I got you on the phone that we talk. I'm super excited right now. And here is the video that I promised you. Click on the link. It's amazing. And tell me what do you think about the whole thing? By the way, I can see when you are watching the video. I am excited when you watch the video, and I call you back as soon as you do it. That's it.
That's it.
And then
And
you
it's so
you
awesome.
have the link. Yeah, it's very easy. You use your phone for the video. If you want to do it that way, you can create only one video too, where you don't use the name of the person. Say, hey, I'm so excited. I'm sending you the video. I promise you, click on the link. And that way you have only one video that uses the same over and over again. In other words, it's putting technology in our hands and something so simple to make sure that we are sharing with everybody. And I love the way that's set up. I love the tools that we are setting up, and this is going to be amazing, especially knowing JJ. Because when I worked with him in the past, I worked on business tools in the past years ago. We are talking the first time 20 years plus ago. And a lot of the tools we collaborate together because I like, I'm a freak. Or I would say, when I'm in a freak, I'm a nerd, totally nerd. And already I've been texting back and forth some ideas for the app. I say, oh yeah, we can do that. Oh yeah, we can do that. It's amazing. But anyway. All right. Anybody, any comments before we go? Because I know some of you still have family like us, and you would like to go back to your families. Some of you have still a job, and that's not nice. You need it, obviously. Anybody wants to add anything? Okay. Perfect. And by the way, in the future, and I don't know if Diana is here, I would love to have Diana doing a training, basic training on TikTok, how she does it. She's really good at it. Also, and because we are going to go deeper on social media, Jessica's excellent in LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, tons of the people that she has sponsored have been through LinkedIn. And I would love to have them also on the call. But anyway, thank you very much, everybody, and we'll have a great weekend. Amazing.
Happy Thanksgiving, George.
Thank you.
Happy Black Friday, everybody.
Happy Black Friday. Make
Happy
sure
Black
you share. You share with the people you care.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thanks, George.